Hi boys and girls. Did you know that Easter is really close now? Are you getting excited? I know I am. I'm going to read a story today called The Easter Bunny Comes to New South Wales. The Easter Bunny comes to New South Wales. Our story begins in a wonderful place with a boy named Jack and a girl named Grace. They moved to New South Wales and longed to explore, make friends, have adventures, and many things more. On the day before Easter, they drove into town. They went to the pet store and looked all around. There in the front was a pen full of bunnies. The small ones were cute, the big ones were funny. They played with the bunnies and thought for a bit, and then they agreed on the most perfect fit. The littlest bunny with a floppity hop, he's the one they decided. Let's call him Flop. So Flop joined the family that bright autumn day. The littlest bunny was now home to stay. They played until bedtime, then made a snuggly nest and settled Flop into his cage for a rest. Grace gave Flop a kiss, Jack patted his head, then the two happy children climbed into bed. A soft evening breeze blew in through the window as Grace and Jack fell asleep on their pillow. But Flop had no time now to close his own eyes. He was preparing an Easter surprise. Although he was small, he knew it was true. Tonight little Flop had a big job to do, for he had a secret he hadn't let show. He was the Easter Bunny, and he had to go. A magical wind gave his whiskers a tickle, his nose how it twitched, his ears how they wiggled. Soon Flop was quite different than ever before, and he couldn't wait, not for one moment more. He raced through the house and out into the night to where he had hidden his eggs out of sight. His marvellous burrow held Easter eggs plenty, to be quite exact, 9,020,000. He packed up the eggs, he looked at the map, he fastened his goggles and his flying cap. Then Flop hopped right into his hot air balloon, and soon he was soaring as high as the moon. As he watched his first stop grow nearer and nearer, his New South Wales mission became even clearer. First, Flop balanced eggs on a tall building top, then went to the park spreading eggs as he hopped. He smashed a quick Easter 6 just for some fun and quietly hid chocolate eggs one by one. With big bounces here and giant jumps there, Flop hid New South Wales's eggs everywhere. He flew to the east, to the south, west and north. He crisscrossed the state. He raced back and forth. Sydney, Broken Hill and Albury got treats. Then Tamworth and Bathurst, too, were complete. Coffs Harbour, Scone, the long list went on. Flop was delivering eggs until dawn. Finally, Flop found his very last stop. He came to your house with a bounce and a hop, and there he delivered his Easter surprises, chocolate eggs of all shapes and sizes. And when he had finished, he stopped for a rest. Yes, surely this Easter was one of his best. The morning sun rose on that bright Easter day, and Grace and Jack both woke up early to play. But when they went over to find their friend Flop, the door was wide open His cage was unlocked. There were eggs to discover for Grace and for Jack, but now Flop was missing. They just wanted him back. They looked under their beds. They looked all around, but their new bunny friend just couldn't be found. But whose goggles were these? Who unfolded this map? Then from the garden came a faint tap, tap, tap. They rushed and they stumbled. It had to be him. And there they found baskets with something tucked in. "It's Flop," they cried out, and they held him so close. Jack tickled his ears, Grace kissed his pink nose. Flop hugged the two children, his new friends so dear. Happy Easter, New South Wales. See you next year. And that's the end of the story, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.